Hello friends, here I am with a good friend of mine, also a member of the 18 Council, Council of 18 as we call it. We are in session this week, but Eli Bonilla, Pastor Eli Bonilla is a great pastor of the Abundant Church of God in San Antonio, Texas. But Eli have the opportunity to visit many places, particularly lately in Latin America, many countries. Eli, what is happening from your perspective in Latin America now? You are coming now from a camp meeting, a regional camp meeting from Lima, Peru. Yes. What is happening today in Latin America?
One of the things that I'm finding out is that there is a tremendous alignment of purpose in the different regions. For instance, Central America, South America North, and South America South, even in the Caribbean. One of the things we're finding out is that as the church is embracing the finished commitment and then begins to apply some of the tracks that will give the church traction to carry on the mission, you're beginning to see that the leadership gatherings are full of energy, of expectation, yes. Great reports. In other words, you start seeing that the transformations. I mean, we just were in Ciudad Obregón, Mexico, in a camp meeting that almost 10,000 people came out.
Wow.
And so it's an excitement that what you're seeing in Latin America, that when you experience it, you realize that we're on the right vehicle at this time.
Great, Ian. And here in home, in the United States, I just came back from New Orleans, Baton Rouge, where English white church decided to engage the Hispanic community in Baton Rouge. Great result. In 3 years, they are running about 350 Hispanos in that local church. What do we need to do in the Church of God in the United States? There's a lot of pastors there, that would like to experience with this. What will be 2 or 3 things that our Anglo pastors can do to embrace the Latin American harvest?
Well, let me speak from experience. When I started pastoring the church in San Antonio, San Antonio is mainly Hispanic, 60% are Latino. But out of that 60%, about 80% it speaks only English. So the harvest, it has to be embraced with a wider perspective.
Yes.
So what we decided is, as a church, if we were going to grow, we needed to realize that we needed to be speaking English. But now, conversely, if you're talking to somebody that is in a community that is filling up with Hispanics, Latinos, you need to realize that there's a tremendous harvest potential there. So do not be afraid to open an avenue for those who are speaking only Spanish. For us, it was those that were speaking English, and our church exploded because the harvest is ready to hear the gospel in their language.
Thank you, Pastor Eli. You as a pastor of a big church have a tremendous opportunity, and you have become a teaching church.
Yes.
And many people are following your ministry, following the model of ministry that you have in San Antonio. What an amazing vision. Have you had an opportunity, or how do you feel? Do you think that you are influencing more people that you thought that you would be able to influence before? Are people following what God is doing through your ministry in the church? Do you see your ministry motivating, inspiring other churches to do similar things?
Social media is a wonderful gift, and one of the things that I see is where I show up, they're like, we look at your services, we see what you're doing, the material that you're producing. So the answer is yes, and thank God for technology, because now we're crossing boundaries and frontiers in such a way that we're reaching the harvest, and this is one of the great ways that we're connecting.
And why do you think it's so important for you to keep visiting other places? You have enough work in your local churches. What is the importance of having this global perspective in your ministry?
Well, one of the reasons is because the world is also coming to us, and so even at the local level, we're engaging people that are connected in other countries. So what we're seeing is the fact that we're already connected and we are able to reach somebody else somewhere else. I think that fleshes out a little bit more the fact that we are one church, one global church.
Exactly. This is Pastor Eli Bonilla. If you want to ask him a specific question, you can find him in social media.
Yes, you can.
Thank you.